All right, guys, welcome back to the MVM Show. As you can tell, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, we are on the road. And we just came back from some pretty good hunts, I would say. Actually, just left the Heavy Shot factory. Got to say hi to Tina there. Good friends there at Heavy Shot, and a lot of people are off for Thanksgiving. And I guess some are sick, but for the most part, we got a good look around and everything, and we were just going to cover our first day hunt on this episode, which will be a video, and just kind of give everybody a heads up. Not necessarily anytime we do these doesn't mean we had a video. I've been kind of taking it a little bit easier on the videos and not feeling so pressured to just get everything more enjoy the hunts. And I know a lot of people don't care and would watch the videos regardless if it was a really good hunt or not, you know, because that's reality. But just the work that it involves to make the videos, and it's just kind of, I said this last year a little bit, I'm not going to say burnout anymore. I'm just going to say I got a lot of other things in life going on, so I just take and leave the good ones, and the ones that are not maybe so hot, leave the camera at home and just try to have fun and enjoy it. But anyways, that being said, we're just going to do a recap of our first hunt of this trip, which was a lot better than we anticipated.
The first day?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times when you go out of town, even if you've been to that spot before, a lot of times you don't know what's going to happen because you weren't able to scout it or look at it the day before. So, yeah, I didn't have real high expectations for the first day. But, use it as a scout / hunt. We've been to that area before. So I was expecting a couple birds, but we ended up having a really good hunt,
Yeah.
I'd say. Wasn't insane, wasn't crazy. It was one of those where they kind of trickle in, and every 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so, you're getting a pair or singles, whatever. So it was actually really fun, enjoyable. Wasn't like chaos, panic, or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was more just relaxed, and birds were coming in. I think we were done by, what was it, 9:05?
9:08.
9:08. So it was a really good day. Really fun.
Yeah. And I didn't anticipate that either. I didn't really have a number in my head. I think you had mentioned, didn't you say, like, if we get 4 or 5 birds, I'll be happy a piece?
Yeah, I think I said 4. I think if we do 4 a piece and just hunt the morning, I was going to be happy with that,
Yeah. Yeah, so we had the boat, and just me, Thomas, and Rocky, and 6 dozen decoys, 3 goose floaters. So we had just kind of give a little background. If I miss anything, just tell me. But we had 4 dozen of the Final Approach live mallards, flocked heads, and then we had a dozen of the Final Approach widgeon, which are best widgeon out there in my opinion as far as looks and carving and all that, paint job. And then we had a dozen pintails, which are all drakes.
Yeah, couple duck butts.
Yep, 4 of those I believe, and then 3 live honker floaters, which I have 6. I just brought 3 for whatever. And then, did we even use the wind walkers?
No,
we didn't.
Not on the first day. We didn't have any wind. Weather conditions on the first day was real foggy.
Real foggy.
Socked in the whole time until actually after we left, or we were done hunting. It was foggy the entire time. So no wind, so we didn't put out any kind of wind flashers. We had a whip splash, I think, but we didn't use it just because, again, it was so foggy. It really wasn't doing it. I mean, it wouldn't do a ton. I don't think you could see birds past 100 yards or something like that.
It was almost like the same time we saw them, they saw us.
Or the decoys.
Yeah, or the decoys, yeah. which I think we were talking about it, and I think the fog maybe helped us because the birds were trying to find land to kind of follow.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like a lot of them were running the shoreline. So that might have helped us because if they're out in the middle of the water, they don't know where they're going. They don't have no reference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know it did. It had to because the next day we hunted the same area.
Yeah.
And it was not even the same hunt.
So usually a lot of times we're having to run traffic pretty much, and birds will run up, working up and down the river. And this time, like you said, it was almost kind of, not that they were, like they were using land as a reference points because it was such thick fog. So I think they were, on a flight path closer to where we were hunting anyways because of the fog. So I think it did help.
Yeah. And how those what 6 does, and I mean, like, I love big spreads. We both do. But when you're walking in, you can only do so much. I mean, before when we've walked in on walk-in hunting, if you can actually take a cart, we ran 2 carts full of decoys and taken or hiking in and having 4 guys and take 100+ decoys. We've done that.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like it's always worth it, But I will say the advantage of the boat is we're not having to carry this on our back. We can take as much as we want, really. But I guess we could have took more than 6 dozen, but we were kind of going off of what we know is there.
Yeah.
Not that it would have hurt to have gadwall or shovelers.
Yeah.
But,
well, for our boat size, we use a 1754. And if you don't know what that means, 17 feet long, 54 inches wide. Surface drive gator tail. And for the gear that we got, us, Rocky,
6 dozen decoys.
The decoys,
guns.
Blind bags, a couple camera Pelican cases. It's pretty comfortable.
And we're running 29 miles an hour in that.
Yeah,
is what I clocked for us.
So, and that's with the 40 horse. Gator tail. So we could pack some more decoys on there, but I don't know. We do fine without it. So that's what we usually run. So because we've got into scenarios before, like if we have another guy, the weight. Sometimes we've had to cut back on decoys, but anyways, so that's what we ran. Do you want to talk about the spread at all?
Yeah, we shifted because where did we start with them all in front of us? Let me think. How did we do that?
No.
On the first before we moved the decoys?
So we were set up basically on a point, and we kind of wrapped them around the point.
Oh, that's right.
And they were
all the way around the edge.
Yeah,
huh? That's right. Yeah.
So then I think we had 2 or 3 birds that we shot that actually came around
your side.
Yeah, around the corner on the right-hand side. And actually, we had kind of a cut back on our right. And so we ended up moving those decoys, everything to the left. So we moved them further down left, and then everything was finishing more right out in front of us like you want.
Which is, dude, it's so nice making a decoy move, and it works like it's supposed to.
I know.
Isn't that so nice?
Yeah, there's so many times when you do move decoys and it doesn't change.
It didn't change nothing.
They still don't work. They still don't do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
But when they do, it is so nice when you are still getting birds and they actually do change their approach. So the reason I'd say it was a great hunt is just because it was more relaxed and everything we were shooting. I think I shot 3 or 4 birds that was basically touching water before I even shot.
In the decoys.
So,
literally. Like the one shot you made, you said I had to wait a second to clear that decoy.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, that's true, actually. That was a little green wing. So we shot a good bag. It wasn't all green, but it was a great bag. Honestly, I think
so 9 mallards, Between, I'm saying the total for 14 birds.
I'm trying to remember now. After 3 days, it
I
runs
know.
together a little bit.
So it was 9 mallards,
2 pintail,
2 Drake pintail, a green wing,
I shot a green wing,
a widgeon,
a canvasback.
and no.
Yeah, I shot a hen canvasback.
Oh, so maybe it wasn't 9 mallards then, because then we'd be over 14. Let's say 9, 11. You didn't shoot it on the first day?
Yeah, I did. That was those were my other 2 birds.
That was a hen.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said a drake.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then I shot a scop.
Right. Yeah.
And a widgeon. Where's the math going wrong here? Maybe it was 8 mallards then. I thought I had counted. I'll have to go back and look at my notes on my book.
You probably look pretty dumb right now.
After
3 days of hunting.
Well, no. Yeah, I don't care what I look like because...
So I know for sure, we shot 2 pintail, a green wing, a scop, and you did shoot a widgeon. So that's 5. No, that's right. 9 mallards and 5 other birds.
Dude, I have the pic right here.
Yeah.
Are you sure you shot a canvasback?
Yeah.
Okay. I do recollect it for some. Okay, right here.
That math adds up anyway. But yeah, that's what we shot. So
you did not shoot a canvasback. I told you didn't. I knew you didn't shoot a canvasback the first day. Look, I got the picture right here.
You're seeing it here, live.
Thomas once again is overly confident, and it's not right again. You shot 2 hens.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting day 2 mixed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Which is understandable. I'm just saying,
yes.
I almost believed you for a second because because that's what I said. Let's see.
Yeah, you're right.
4.
Yeah. No, that was day mallards. 2. That was day 2.
9 mallards, 2 pintails, a widgeon, a scop, and a green wing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
No, it was a good. I mean, it was a good mixed bag.
We shot cans the next 2 days.
Yeah,
so I got it mixed up.
We'll do that episode after this one. You guys can. But now, so there will be a video of this hunt. The next hunt, I was basically making a video, and it was just one of those. Not that I know you guys would watch anything, the struggle and all that, and that's what I like about doing it. But for me, as someone trying to keep it going, it was a long day, and making big moves and trying, getting birds is priority, not trying to make a video. So, and that's something I've grown. We were talking about that I've grown in. I want to make a video. That's great and it's fun, but I'm not willing to sacrifice the hunt over that whereas maybe I used to be. So I just don't. I'm not doing that no more. But anyways, that's why there's not a hunt of the 3rd day. But so we will talk about that, and that'll probably be a lot better because you're not going to be able to see in reference to it. But this, like you said, I think that's what it is when birds trickle, you can enjoy the moment more.
Yeah.
Instead of so fast you don't even remember what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like when there's so many birds. It is crazy, but I would just say 20, 30 minutes in between each group of birds or singles working, coming in. So it was really fun. But it was cold.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It was supposed to be 18.
I don't know what it was on the ride out.
I said 18 on the weather deal.
Yeah,
low with a
lot of fog
and 27 for the high, I think.
Yeah, it definitely was a cold.
But we stayed busy enough that I never got cold. The ride was cold,
right.
But I mean getting in the blind compared to the 3rd day.
Yeah, when there's birds, you don't feel the cold as much.
Yeah.
But so there was that, and then we didn't do any scouting in the boat that day, right? I don't think.
No, we didn't really run anywhere.
We took some pictures, and then I think we went to breakfast after. So, but coming back, we did a decent amount of calling this day.
Yeah,
and I think it helped.
Even when this is a little trick. I feel like I could be wrong, just be luck of the draw. But you were doing it too, so I'm sure that was the same mindset. Is even when you don't see no birds in the fog, you're actually. Oops, my cruise control went off for some reason. That's weird. You're good to do calling when you don't see nothing. It's like kind of a beacon for the birds to hone into, to come to. Because I feel like, I'm not saying for sure that happened, but when we're calling sometimes when it's foggy, and you've had enough birds moving through, they're out there somewhere.
Right.
It definitely, I think, pulls birds in. And I've done that on refuges too. Well, this was a refuge, but like walk-in refuges where we've done that before. Pintail, widgeon, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And all of a sudden birds show up.
Yeah. Or you can hear them calling.
Yeah.
You call back. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, why not, right? I mean, because you can't see, they can't see. Why not let them know you're there? I mean, it's not like you have to call nonstop.
Right.
But, like, if you see some birds, like you see just a flash of birds go through or whatever, give them a call. You never know if those are the ones that come back or if it's other birds that hear, whatever. But, yeah, I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I think, we were pretty aggressive on the calling.
I think we were calling heaviest on the first day.
Yeah.
And I think it helped.
I too.
What else could we cover?
Well, like maybe some of the individual birds. I mean, I don't think there wasn't one mallard that we shot that wasn't coming in the decoys. Some of the other birds was like a passing shot, like my widgeon was. Yeah. It was really close, like it was 15 yards, but it was passing by. Yeah. Widgeon, sometimes they do it so good, and they come in so good to the call, and then other times, like they just want to go land out
will make
farther
you lose
away.
Your sanity.
Yeah. I mean, they're responsive sometimes. I've seen them crazy responsive, and then other times they just want to, kind of like a pintail, too.
It's either a light switch. It's like yes or no. It's like they'll fly like, I'm going to do it just perfect, and then at like 80 yards, they just turn. And it's like, okay, I know they're not seeing us. Decoys are good. What is going on?
Yeah.
But anyways, we did double up. We both shot a pintail on the same
That was
group.
cool. That was cool.
That was a pass shot. They were probably 30, probably. Something like that.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Maybe a hair less.
Yeah.
And you know what like they were doing? We seen them way out there. They were following the shoreline.
Yeah. Yeah. That green wing, he was actually landed in the decoys before I shot. All of
my scop, when I was out there retrieving with Rocky retrieving something, that scop flew by, I remember, and I shot that, rolled him, and he was just buzzing by, just a scop, but
and then all the mallards were right in decoys. So
that pintail deal was cool.
Yeah,
that was cool. We both picked the drake out and got it. That was cool. That was all on video and everything.
We did have a group where we shot two. You actually had to clean up. My bird.
Mallards.
But I feel kind of bad on that one. I should have shot better. We probably should have had 3, really. I should have doubled on that, and I just blew it, I guess. I don't know what was going on. But anyways. But other than that, I feel like our shooting was decent.
Yeah.
We didn't lose. We didn't miss.
Well, you know what eats us up when we're out on big water?
Depth perception.
I say eats us up, but anybody, right, is when you go from shallow to deep water, and luckily you do have a dog, but you have to shoot. Any bird twitching has to be completely dead. So you actually end up shooting more shells.
Yeah.
Because if I was in a refuge and I dropped some of those birds, I'd send Rocky and they'd never go nowhere, and I wouldn't shoot another shot.
Right.
But when you're on that big water like that, you don't want to have to run back, get the boat, go out there. You don't want to send your dog on a 300-yard retrieve. Not that he hasn't done that or couldn't do it. But what happens when he gets out there and the bird dives on him? It's just not safe.
Yeah.
Those birds have to be completely dead. No head up, no nothing. So,
especially mallards.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
you'll have, I feel like every time.
Or divers.
You're shooting 4 or 5 cleanup shells, which is on us as the shooters. Like for me, if I made a better headshot, then you wouldn't have to deal with that. But that's just hunting. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely part of it.
To mention, not that this changes anything for the most part, but we were shooting our 20s, which was a blast.
Yeah.
You're going to be shooting that more than anything.
I'll probably only shoot that this year.
I could see that. Do you have enough ammo to get you through the season for the 20?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we both shot our 20s on the first day. The second day, I took my 28 gauge out because that's all we brought. We didn't even bring any 12 gauges. I brought my 20, he brought his, and then I brought my 28. And on the second day, I used it, but it was really slow. We can talk kind of in this on that day because there ain't much to say about it. But yeah, I was shooting.
So you're still shooting your Franke, right? Affinity Elite 20 gauge. Is that a 28?
Brownie.
28 inch
No,
barrel?
that one's actually a 26.
That's a 26.
And I like it, actually.
Yeah.
I wish I would have did my 28 gauge in a 26 instead of 28.
So,
honestly.
Yeah. Why? Just swinging?
Swinging, it feels a little weird being that small of a gun and that long of a barrel. It just, it feels out of balance. Not balance as in the weight, but like in my
your
head.
Barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks different. Or something. I don't know how to explain it. It just, the feel of it. But it doesn't bother me. It was like if I had to do it over again, I for sure would get a 26 though. But I am not lying though. I do love that best treatment. I will say that. Like, I don't even think and hesitate. Like, they did that. I don't remember who I was. Maybe that was Tony we were talking to, how he's putting wet, salty guns away in his case overnight. You pull back out. There wasn't. You don't even think about rust. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Not that you want to misuse your gun.
This is the first year, right? We're putting it to the test.
Yeah, but you still could. I mean, that could happen. I've had that happen on my 5, dude. Just exhausted and forget I had it in my case.
Oh, yeah.
And it was moist. You pull it the next morning, you got stinking rust on your the bridge of your gun.
On certain parts, right? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely. I feel the same way on that.
Not that you want to mistreat the gun or not properly take care of it, but if you made a mistake, you forgot, you don't have to worry about it.
Right. Yeah. So this is my first year shooting.
You shoot it well too.
My 20.
Honestly. You shoot that gun really good.
Yeah, I mean, so far
for Brent.
So far, we'll see.
You know,
I think I've only been. We were talking the other day. What is it? I think I've only been on 7, 8 hunts or something with it so far. But yeah, I mean, so far I like it. So far I like shooting it. I'm shooting the factory full choke right now. I've been shooting mostly. Heavy bismuth, heavy bismuth. And then this trip I was shooting heavy 12.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. I did like it. I haven't shot it a ton. And this is actually the load where it shoots a little slower. I think it's a 1350 feet per second. So the birds were close enough where I don't think I really noticed the difference in speed, because I think I usually shoot like 1450 or 1500 ammo. But anyways, man, even with the 20 though, it does its job.
Just pounding.
It does its job. It definitely cuts down on cripples. I will say that. So. No complaint there by no means, even with a 20 gauge. So, what else should we cover about that day? I think we covered it pretty well. Honestly.
We can just touch on day 2. You know, there ain't much to say about it, but we can just say real quick.
So anyway, to finish that day out, we went back, got some food, and then went back out scouting, right? And trying to think. I can't remember. We kind of scouted around where we stayed, huh?
No, that's the day or was it?
Oh, no. We did make a run up north.
No, you know what? That wasn't the first day.
Oh, no, you're right.
What did we do that evening? What did we do that evening? I can't even remember. Did we just soak in the glory or what? I think, because I remember saying that. You were wanting to do something. I'm like, dude, let's just enjoy this day. But what did we do, though? Dude, surely we didn't sit there and do nothing all day.
I don't remember now.
I'm starting to think we did. I literally can't remember what we did.
I can't either. Well, either way, I guess move to the second day, because I know we scouted that day. So we basically went back to the same area to hunt, right?
No, dude, you're right. We did go on that day. we did go that evening because on the second day, we went south. The first day we went north,
That's
and we're
right.
like, it ain't even worth coming up here.
That's
so
right.
we hunted the same spot, and then we scouted north or
Right.
south of us.
Right. So the first day we did go north, and
Yeah.
then we also looked locally.
Yeah,
Right
it
by
was
where we
nothing.
stayed. Yeah.
We're just
So it wasn't too much to mention on the scouting for the first day. We were looking at new areas, right, which is good. It might feel like a sacrifice of time, but it'll always pay for the future, right? So
yeah, because either you're gonna want to go there or you're not gonna want to go there.
right.
But don't waste a hunt opportunity to do something
right.
that's a waste. Not that's a waste of time, but you can knock that out
Right.
in the scout instead of on a hunt.
Right. So that's how that first day went, basically. And then we went back to the same area to hunt the second day because we hadn't found anything that we liked better.
Mm-hmm.
So that day 2 was pretty slow. I think we only shot 2 in the morning.
Yeah, and that was a high fog, so you could see a long ways visibility-wise, but up, above, it was I don't know how, a layer, maybe 500 feet, 1,000 feet, I don't know what it was, but it was like, man, and it wasn't even the same, it was like when it wasn't even hunting in the same place.
Yeah, it was pretty still. I mean, you could see on this day, and it just really wasn't much going on. Not much flight, no wind, overcast. Kind of the typical day you don't want to hunt.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of called it early on that, too. I think
it was early.
Like 9:30, 10.
It wasn't even, no, it wasn't. It was, we said 9:30, and I think at 8:50, I look at my watch, we were picking up decoys.
Yeah.
It was obvious.
So we were like, let's go scout.
Yeah.
So went back, got some food again, and then made about an hour drive south. And definitely found a lot more birds in that area. I think we got the boat out too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got the boat out, drove some sections of the river, and got some pins. Got our maps out, made some pins, did some glassing. Felt good about it.
Yeah.
And so I think we could cover a lot of that in a separate podcast.
We'll do that in another one. Stay tuned for this video. This probably will drop before that hunt does. I'm actually going to stack up videos before I start releasing them. Just kind of throw this out there for you guys. Like, if you might not see videos for a while, but I'm just kind of building a little bit of a repertoire. Instead of drop one here and then drop one next week and then drop 3 that week, I'm just going to kind of stack them, and maybe second week of December or something, drop 2 a week or something like that. We'll see how it goes, but kind of everything that comes out should be pretty decent, fun videos. And it was a fun hunt, good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Rocky did well. I can't think of anything special other than just doing his job. Kind of old reliable. He didn't have to do no blind retrieves or sniff outs on this.
Yeah.
So this is more a lot of swimming work.
Yeah.
He's pooped, but he really recovers well. Now that I learned that you really got to up the level of food, and just that canoe, it just does really good for him. So, and he actually, it was cold enough out there that I brought him, let him sleep in the house. So he got to really recover good instead of kind of trying to retain all that body heat at night and still come out in the morning, So I think that helped too. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.